What's going on, traders? It's Gary here. Hope everybody's having a fantastic trading day and had a good end to their trading day. I'm recording this late after the closing bell. I know the trading day was good. We are in profit, so that is a good trading day. So, with that being said, we're going to go over the moves of the day, kind of see what happened, how everything kind of shifted around from last night's video that we uploaded, and basically to what we were expecting. So we broke 93, and you guys overheard me, and you heard me talk about, okay, you guys, for me to continue bearish on the dollar index, I need to see this night break of 93, and then from there we'll go to 92, and then from there we'll test 91, and then eventually, you know, it's just so on and so forth. And you can see here that's exactly what happened, right? You know, it was slow but steadily we did break 92. We even came up for a retest today, came down, and now we're finding support. That Bollinger Band is looking like it's going to be a typical resistance posted at this broken low here. So, with everything said and done of the day, I mean, basically, as of right now, I mean, we got a trend line here that we have a trend line there that we are following. Currently, it's kind of a primary trend line. We usually always have this happen though, where we pull back about half the way and then continue downwards. So, what does this tell us? Okay, it tells us, okay, that we are still holding that bearish idea on the dollar index. There's no reason for us to shift our trend, our sentiment. It is all about the bearish side for the dollar index. If we go out to the daily time frame, right here, you can see we've continued downwards. We've broke that 92. Bollinger Bands are down. So as of right, or that broke that 93, excuse me. So we are definitely looking for that 92 now. 92 is our next target. So now that we have that in mind, we can now apply this to our charts here. Euro USD continued to rally today. As you can see, we are at levels that we have not seen since, we have not been up at these levels since very early 2015. So it's been over 2 years since we have seen the levels that we're currently sitting at right now on the euro. If we go down to our lower time frame, you can see we came down towards this trend line, found a lot of support here, and rallied. And near also retested that 117.16 high. Right. This is on the daily time frame. Right here. Okay, we retested near this high. So where are we looking for next now on the Euro USD? The Euro USD, we are still going to hold that targeting area up towards 119, 120 basically. And so with that being said, possible points of entry that I'd be looking for myself. What can I clean up out of here? Do we have any? As of right now, I'm not interested in that. Or that. I'm particularly looking at the bullish side of things. This, I would say, that's a good possible point of entry. This area in general is a good possible point of entry, depending on how price action acts down in this area. Let me get a rectangle drawn there. Right there. That could be a possible good bullish entry area. So from here, what we could expect is, let me just see how price is acting with the fib extensions from here to here to here. Yeah, no respect whatsoever. So I'm not even gonna try up here. So minimum, I mean, here's what we could do. I mean, it depends, because I don't really like calling this. I like to see what happens with price down in this area. So like, for example, if I would have gone long up in here in this, or down in this area, what would have been a sign for me would have been near these two candles right here. Okay, so if I would have gone long, say here, say I got a pretty late entry actually, so because it's never good, and I didn't get this. I had gone to the gym. This is this is usually my downtime of the day. So I'd put a stop 1 pip below my entry candle. So that would have been 18 pips, and the possible upside was, I mean, anywhere from up to about 10% on my account. So anyways, that's, once again, that's hypotheticals. If we come down into this area, I just look for the same thing. I'd look for how the candles react, because we could get any kind of reaction down in this area, guys. You know, that's a good thing, that, you know, that's a good lesson. You know, you don't want to predict, like, oh, if it comes down here, it's gonna bounce out of here, right? You want to, because anything could happen, right? So, we could get a gigantic spike candle out of here. We could get a slow moving candle. So look, I mean, what was good about this area was there was indecisiveness, right? So we had rallies, decline, consolidation, breakout, and then in that breakout, that's where you could have gotten in, and you could have held for that long side trade. That would have been a nice trade for the day. It would have been better than our trade either way. Speaking of our trade, USD Jappy as of right now is just kind of going sideways. We had a little bit of a slower range. This was the optimal entry, okay? I got in here when I saw that it was still indecisive on this bullish candle right here. This was the optimal entry though, okay? Was up in here. And that's not too big of a difference. I'd say it's about an 8 pip difference. But it'd be an additional 8 pips that you'd be up right now. So, I mean, either way, it's not. I think over the long term, it's not going to be huge. I'm gonna go ahead and, you guys see this prediction, right? You've seen it multiple times. Breakout, retest, continuation downwards. That's what we're looking for there. So with these candles, and with the Bollinger Bands and everything, it's still looking bearish, right? We continue to hold. So we held and we broke down below this low. We don't have anything holding us, guys, till that low. So that's all we got. That's all we got, for a target, and I think that could be a good target. You can see, guys, the commonality of this is very, very interesting. Something I want to show you guys is, it's common in all. I read this in a book. It's and it's actually something when I brought it up to my mentor, he's like, that's something that's huge, right? You realize something that I thought you would already realize, and this is one of those Skype conversations that I had with him that was like 2.5 hours long, and it was crazy. But when you are trending, you have a very common trend in candles. When it's bearish, go up, down, rally, close, up, down, rally, close, up, down, rally, close. Up, down, rally, close. So we went up, we went down, we rallied, and we're closing. So what are we doing now, right? We're in that up part, right? If we go up, then we go down, and then rally a little bit, and then close, right? So what this could easily be that we're seeing right now is just that entry that we're getting. You can see that we're retesting this market structure low right here, actually, on the lower time frame. So that's something that I think I should do a long video lesson about, which is using lower time frame structure to get an entry if you missed that higher time frame structure entry. So our higher time frame structure entry was right here, right? So we came up, we broke, retested that higher time frame level. That 110.65 was a broken higher time frame structure level. It held and held nicely. But now we've missed that. So where can we possibly get in? We could possibly get in here. That could be that up, down, and then so what you could see is that up, down, rally, close pattern that we see a lot. So let's break it down here on the lower time frame. You can see over today we had up, down, rally, close. Okay. Now what we're seeing, up, hypothetically, down, rally, close. Okay, so we could gain some of that market, some of that, you could call it market share, but some of that range, right? The ATR for, I don't know what the ATR for USD Jappy is right now. It's probably in the low hundreds maybe. I can't even enter that. The ATR right now, I have no idea. I have no idea, right, what the ATR is right now. But anyways, you get what I'm saying, right? And when it's bullish, it's, down, rally, down, up, rally, or down, rally, down, up, down, close, right? Down, up, down, close, down, up, down, close, down, up, down, close, blah, 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 blah. So you can see we're getting a nice, beautiful retest of structure here. If we look on the 5-minute time frame, we're coming up, boom, 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 boom. So we could get a possible signal here. This is that gray line right here. That's that market structure low that we're testing. Guys, it's all in the price action. I'm telling you, every time it is in the fucking price action. Get used to it. That's how it is. It's how it always will be. Get over it, okay? Stop. And me and my partners had a good talk last night about, though, how the market is up to perception, right? It's up to interpretation, not to perception. It's how you perceive everything on your own, actually. So I like price action. I think price action is why the market moves. So I'm taking a step back. I don't do this very often. If RSI RSI and stochastic and parabolic SAR and pivot points. And pivot point is price action. I just don't use it. I think it's silly price action. And harmonics and crab cake patterns. If those are the way that you trade and you are profitable, that is props to you because you're in that 10%, right? At least for the time being, you're in that 10% that makes money trading. So just let me know. I'm letting you know that it's just my trading personality that price action is my thing. Don't be offended. So we're up here. We're getting a retest. We're even pulling back. So I mean, if we broke 110.33, that could be a good. I mean, honestly, for me, that would be a decent short because you're forming bullish or bearish market structure on this very much lower term bullish market structure retracement. Okay. So look out for that continuation downwards on USD JAPY. Let's go out to the hour, back out to the hourly time frame. Pound USD is up and okay. This is something that's getting interesting, right? Guys, I've been just as a reminder, if you're new, if you're new to the Telegram or anything. And so what we have here is, I've been calling 135 just so you know since April, okay? So we're up at 132. We got 300 more pips, 300 pips from 400 pips ago. So I've called a 400 pip rally already. I'm targeting a 700 pip rally though. So we got a crossover in the 50 and the 200 EMA and the 20 EMA. So I mean that's even more bullish. We're having a coiling bottom band, opening up bottom band. So as of right now, what you could easily look for in pound USD is possibly, you know, retest of this area down here for possible entries. That could possibly be a good area for me that I'd be looking for. But look for that continuation up to 135, guys. That's pretty much all I'm going to be saying on pound USD with those smaller time frame entries. So I'm not doing anything on AUD USD. Whenever price goes sideways like this, guys, I tend to just wait. Okay, it's okay. We're sideways. I'm not going to try to catch anything in here. I'm going to wait for it to break up to the upside again. Let's see. If we decide to continue downwards from this area, I'm gonna prepare us for possibly, you know, another range that could be forming. So we're coming off of that high. If we broke, okay, so we broke these lows. That's bearish. We have not tested these lows, so when we break that low, I'll look for a test of probably that low just to at least put something in there. Then a test of that low, and then we'll have to see what happens from there. Okay, so if USD Swiss continues bearish, look for tests of those lows, the 96.30, the 96, 94.90, and that's that on USD Swiss. USD CAD, once again, I'm sideways. I'm wanting that break of 124.20. Gold taking its time to load. Gold is consolidating here, guys. So you guys know the story on gold, right? We're playing those levels. We broke this level today, and now we're consolidating. We've retested. What I'm looking for is a nice rally up out of this consolidation to go long, because what that'll do is I'll still have tons of room to get in on this trade up to 1281.40, that area, and then eventually up to 1296, 1300 areas. Okay. So I'm definitely going to be patient there, and I'm going to wait for this break of the consolidation. But we have no reason to believe that gold is going to be going bearish. We got support of the 50. We got the 200 rising slowly. When we got Bollinger Bands sideways here, right here, sideways holding it like a range. So we'll have to see what happens there. I'm going to look for that rally up, and I want it to be a strong rally up. Okay. Okay, so oil is interesting. So we decided to break this trend line, right? So remember yesterday we were talking about, okay, we're going to wait to see what oil has to offer. And it's decided to break. And what happened, which is interesting, is we broke and we decided to retest the horizontal level. Horizontal levels are always more important than the diagonal. So here's our horizontal level. We retested and we rallied. Where do we rally right up into before facing resistance? 50.26. And what's that? Right here, okay, 50.26 right here, that is resistance that we are holding. So if we break that today or tomorrow and retest and hold, I think definitely, let's just be sure here. There might be some stops right there at 51.15. I didn't even notice that right there. But eventually we'll test 52 if we do break this area, most likely. So I'd be looking for that continual rally up to on oil with these breaks and that rally. Look at how beautiful of a trade that could have been, guys. So right here, indecisive. You see the buyers are coming in right here. Go long here. I mean, there was easily a good 1-to-6, 1-to-7 risk-reward ratio there. So that could have been an awesome trade there too. But with that being said, guys, now you guys kind of got the idea what I watched today, what I was looking for. Once again, I hope you all had a fantastic trading day. Look out for these positions tomorrow morning, and of course, I'll be back tomorrow morning to update everybody on the markets and what I'll be looking for. So once again, everybody have a fantastic night, and I'll see you on our next piece of video content. Thanks, guys.